Hello and welcome to the Colac Herald Sports Smash for 2014, your weekly online wrap of all the Colac and District football and netball news. It's great to be back in the seat. My name is Ben Martin. With me this season is Alex Baird, our new netball reporter who replaces Lachlan Kelisher. Alex, welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's great to join the team this season, Ben. Looking forward to it.
Good, it's very exciting. So we're going to get straight into the football news now, kicking off with the GFL news with the Colac Tigers. A lot of hype around them this season with a couple of new recruits on board. But they had to fight from behind at the weekend against Lara. A bit of a tough start for the Tigers, but they came through to win 16-18, 1-14 to 12-7, 79 at Central Reserve. Jake Carmody kicked 3 goals for the Tigers, while their best players were Jared Garner, Dylan McCarthy and Levi Dare. So we'll get straight into the Colac and District Football League now, with South Colac has handed the reigning Premier Lion a pretty heavy defeat to start the season. Only 4 players remaining from Lion's premiership side from last year, so a bit of a new look team there, and the Roos won comfortably in this one, 21-16, 142 to 3-2-20 at Joint Reserve. For the Roos, their best player was Jimmy Armstrong with 4 goals, while Ben Cox also kicked 4 goals, and for Lorne, Mark Stewart kicked 2 goals, and their best player was Premiership player Ricky White. The next game now, Colac Imperials, who many tipped to be a Premiership favourite this season, they've kicked their season off with they've asserted their dominance early with a big win against Elvie, winning 14-20, 104 to 6-9-45 at Western Oval. Tom McKay kicked 4 goals for the Imps, while their best player was the coach Russell Whiteford. For the Elvie, they had multiple goal scorers who kicked 1 goal each, while their best player was Daniel O'Shea. The next game now, Berrigurra has had to fight from behind in its win against the Western Eagles. The Saints won 10-16, 76 to 5-1, 31 at Irrawillippi. A couple of new names among the best players and goal kickers for this one. Christian Kelly, obviously a proven goal kicker in the league, he kicked 5 goals, while Matt McCormick and Matthew Lancaster were the Saints' best players. For the Eagles, Brad Hallam kicked 3 goals, while their best players were Travis O'Donoghue and Harry Christie. The next game now, a bit of a thriller at Illawarra Recreation Reserve. The Bombers kicked their season off with a thrilling 1-point win against Forest, winning 10-3, 63 to 9-8, 62. For Illawarra Beac, Jared Stinchcombe kicked 2 goals, as did Troy Keating and Sam Barrow, while their best player was Rob Elborough. For Forest, Adam Wells, the new coach, he kicked 5 goals, really led from the front, while their best players were Daniel McGill and Jackson Smith. And then finally, in football news, Apollo Bay has had to fight back to defeat Otway Districts. Bit of a scare early, I suppose. The Demons led at half-time, but the Hawks fought back to win 14-16, 100 to 11-10, 76 at Jellybrand Recreation Reserve. The young fellow Jake Cooper kicked 4 goals for the Hawks, while their best players were Carl McSparron and Jesse Brown, while for the Demons, the recruit Lee Morrison kicked 3 goals, and his brother Craig Morrison was the Demons' best. So that wraps things up for the football. I pass it over to Alex now with the netball news.
Thanks very much, Ben. We'll move straight into the Geelong Football Netball League. The Colac Tigers made a big statement to the competition with a 56-36 victory over Lara. Shooter Maddie Allen starred with 36 goals, while Emily Murfitt and Talia Jeffries were among the Tigers' best in a consistent team performance at Central Reserve. We'll move to the Colac and District Netball, and reigning Premier Colac Imperials had a commanding 60-28 victory against Elvie. Rhiannon Whitson, Stacey Whiteford and Sarah Higgins were among the best players for the Imps, while star shooter Rebecca Scott got off to a flying start to the season with 48 goals. The Swans' best players included Georgia Robinson and Dallas Williamson. Moving to the South Colac and Lawn game, the Roos in their premiership hunt this season got off to a 38-29 win over the Dolphins. Chelsea Spears was best on court, and Tegan McNamara was the side's leading scorer with 9 goals. The Dolphins were led by debutant Brooke Hutchins in defence, while co-coach Carly Entercott netted 18 goals. Returning coach Jacinta Langdon led the Western Eagles to a 43-34 victory over a gallant Berrigurra outfit. Jenny Fish was the top performer with 20 goals, alongside Hadley Fiddler in attack. The duo look like they'll be a commanding team this year. Molly Buchanan and shooter Ashley Williamson, 14 goals, were the Saints' best. Otway Districts had a strong final quarter to break away 46-36 winners against Apollo Bay at Jellybrand Recreation Reserve. Demons' best included mid-court player Carly Higgins and Sarah Day. Simone Hickman was a star in attack with 21 goals for the Demons. The Hawks' best included teachers Katie Monahan and Tiffany Holt. In the final game, Illawarra Beac proved too strong for Forest, running out 82-8 winners at Illawarra Recreation Reserve. Reigning Netball Association best and fairest winner Narelle Frith controlled the play out of defence, and mid-court player Kate Watts starred. Courtney Garner also scored a massive 45 goals in the victory for the Bombers. The Lions' best included Katie McBroom and veteran player Paula Gardner, who continues to perform well for the Lions.
Thank you very much for that, Alex. That wraps things up for the first week of the Colac Herald Sports Mash. Be sure to buy Wednesday's Colac Herald to keep up to date with all the Colac and District sporting news, and make sure you tune in again throughout the season. Thanks for watching. My name's Ben Martin, this is Alex Baird, and we'll see you next time.